Next topic that we have are some top defensive rookies that we have headed into this week, and we could just discuss a few of them. With what are some rookies that stand out with you so far?
Yeah, well, we covered offense last week, but we could start off with some from the Jets, and Sauce Gardner, right?
Yeah,
Guy comes in, lockdown corner, has he's living up to his name, right? He's had he's probably had more guys get yards on him than his whole college
career.
season, last year, but look, it's the NFL. He's going against top competition, greatest wide receivers in the world, and he's holding his own. Some other corners, we have Gary Lam from you know, from the Texans, and he's doing his thing over there. And I'm sorry, from the Bills. I'm thinking of Petra
Same.
from the
Yeah.
from the Texans. He's a safety. But yeah, Kier Lam from the Bills really, really doing his thing right now. And a bright spot on a loaded, top tier playoff team. And I think I saw that he was getting most snaps than anybody on their defense so far. So he's
Right.
certainly doing his thing. Pierre from the Texans, solid safety, to come in and start as a safety in the league that look, safeties are important, but they don't get the same
The
amount of love
recognition.
as and
Yeah.
recognition as some other places. He's been stepping up and helping the team that needs as much help as they could get over there in Houston. Kyler Gordon for the Bears. Um, that guy is, I mean, he's a solid corner. I've seen people saying, I've seen both things go for him. I've seen people talk about how great he's been playing. I've seen people talk about how bad he's been playing. Um, I don't understand saying how bad he's been playing. It's probably because they're watching the Bears on certain games, and maybe a pass or two gets completed on him. Look, it's gonna happen. The team is
Right.
not good.
The team is
He's
definitely not
but
good.
he's certainly holding his own. For another corner, Jack Jones for the Patriots. He's coming along a little later in the season. I mean, it's still early, but he's
Right.
not a day one starter like some of these other guys. But
He's
yeah,
getting there.
he's
He's
getting
definitely
there.
getting
He's
there.
been impressive. They needed a corner to step up after
The
some
loss
free
of
agency.
J.C. Jackson. And
Yeah, and he's definitely one of them. Look, Seattle Seahawks, Tariq Woolen. This guy came out of UTSA, was a complete physical freak. Um, and the Seahawks grabbed him in the middle rounds, and he's getting pick sixes and getting
uh,
other interceptions, and really playing a crucial role for them. And
very instinctive.
yeah, very instinctive, very athletic, and yeah, they've been able to kind of mold him and take advantage of his skills. If we go look at some linebackers, we have Devin Lloyd for the Jaguars, just coming in playing solid for them. I mean, probably the best rookie linebacker overall.
Right.
He's living up to his expectations as a first round pick. He was a guy who was flying all over the field for Utah last year, and he comes in to a Jags organization that they spent draft capital trying to get better on the defensive side of the ball,
Yeah, and
and
they're
he's
clearly struggling. So
yeah,
they're able to pick up that linebacker spot and then on top of that get an edge rusher
yeah,
and Trayvon Walker, and that's another rookie that's pretty standing out, and he's finding his own. He's able to get a lot of pass rushes, a lot of pressures. We saw that earlier on, like
yeah,
right off the bat,
yeah.
right off the
He had
rip.
the first game like a sack and a pick, so
Nah.
yeah.
So definitely impactful for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Another pass rusher is Aiden Hutchinson with
Mm-hmm.
obviously with the Lions, and I'm sure Dan Campbell is showing him a lot and how to at least like just make the transition into the NFL and all these things, and he's obviously playing great. I think he's had a slow start, but again, it takes time when
Mm-hmm.
you're an NFL pass rusher at that, because it's like you have to get used to the speed of dealing with bigger linemen. You're not the big dog anymore. Like, and Aiden was somebody that he kind of dropped in the draft. Like, people kind of had him as like, all right, we think he's the first guy, and then Trayvon Walker out of nowhere, everybody's like, yeah, he's the guy. But I think he's showing some promise. So,
Yeah,
well,
yeah. And then we have the hard knock star Malcolm Rodriguez, or Rodrigo as they call him.
Rodrigo.
But yeah, I mean, look, he was playing great in preseason. The Lions clearly love that guy, and he's been stepping up for that team. And another team that kind of invested in their defense to try and get better. As a total, they still have some work to do, but he's been a bright spot, and somebody that's shown that he can play in this league and be a starter as a rookie late round pick. So yeah.